I would like to start out today by stating the fact that I, as a minor, feel the need to come out here and advocate for my own safety and protection is disgraceful. As a child, I should not have to talk common sense into alleged adults, but since it has been made clear that I need to, here I am. On August 21st, I walked into my dance class changing room to see an almost adult male standing in the females' locker room. Not only would he go into the changing room and not even change, but he would stand there and watch as other biological females undressed. When I expressed these concerns to my mother, who immediately took them up with the principal, the solution or lack thereof was beyond disappointing. I was told, along with the rest of the class, that if any female in any way felt uncomfortable with changing in the women's locker room, they could go into the men's because it was unoccupied during that period. The solution you provided leaves me with the impression that you do not care for the safety, rights, or protection of young women in your schools. Did it ever occur to you that by allowing a biological man to infiltrate women's spaces, you are discriminating against me and every other woman in that space? But I guess, to be fair, the current society no longer cares for the rights of biological women. Needless to say, I opted to drop the class and switch to one that does not subject me to being unconsensually exposed in front of the opposite sex. But my deepest concerns and sympathies go out to the girls who chose to stay in that class and are subjected to the insufficient response you call solution. Although I cannot speak for these women and their feelings on the matter, and their comfort or discomfort, neither can you in assuming they are comfortable and then putting them in this situation. Because now, if they want the bare minimum of privacy, they must, in principle, publicly expose their discomfort with a biological male in their changing room. We all know the difficulty of being in the developmental years of life are hard enough without having to worry about being slandered for an opposing opinion. And you cannot deny that what is happening to people that disagree with the current narrative is slander, discrimination, and intimidation. For example, Riley Gaines, record-holding swimmer at the University of Kentucky, spoke out against biological males competing in women's sports. She has to endure ongoing threats and intimidation tactics, such as angry mobs of protesters flocking her while she tries to speak at San Francisco State University, only to be followed up by then spending 3 hours locked in a closet at the mercy of these protesters. This is what I am risking by coming out here today and speaking. I guess the question I have for you is, how are you going to protect me against these types of intimidation tactics when I return to the classroom? What are you going to do to keep me safe now that I have publicly expressed my opinion on this matter? Thank you for your time, and I hope my concerns are taken into serious consideration.